Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video, and here we have the LR Shadow Dragons. This is a unit that a lot of people have been saying Dokkan should add for a very long time. I do think this is a very important to add to massively buff the GT boss category, right? And then also, they are a big-time GT bosses support type unit. So this character is going to be very important for the GT bosses category. The only thing, though, that has me a little bit, I don't know, worried or nervous or upset is that this unit comes out on May 3rd for JP. And last year, Bobbity and DeBoer came out on May 4th of 2020. So you look at when Bobbity and DeBoer came out for Global, and it was in January of 2021. So this LR Shadow Dragon unit might not come out on Global until 2022 in January, which would make sense because they come with the new stages, like the new battlefield enemies, which come out on, again, May 3rd. But like Global is going to have to go through the anniversary special battlefield and the worldwide download special battlefield, which will sort of hold them back a little bit, right? So we'll see. Right now we're on the Shadow Dragon Saga team slash Grade A Power team. Now the one thing about this unit, right? They are the first lead as well for the GT bosses category, but it's only 3 key and 130% of stats. I didn't want to run this unit on the showcase, like on that team. So we are running the Shadow Dragon Saga slash Grade 8 Power team. Like we definitely can get, you know, the Shadow Dragons in here. The LR, like Shadow Dragons, one thing about them, their link set is ridiculously good, right? It's like they have Brutal Beatdown, Nightmare, Fear and Faith, GT, Shadow Dragons, Big Bad Bosses, and Legendary Power. That is a very good link set. And along with like another Omega Shenron or something like that, they're going to be looking really good. All right, so I'm going to have Vegeta super attack first. Looks like I do have to give him a bunch of orbs right here. Vegeta lowers defense. So this is going to allow the LR Shadow Dragons right here. They're going to get key. Okay, so here's what they do, right? They do 70% attack. What is their defense? 120k. Oh, wow. But they get 70k defense on super. So I think they're going to be in the 200k defense range, which, aka good, because they're a support type unit. A support type unit with 200k defense. Because, you know, what you're probably going to want to do is run the Shadow Dragons, you know, as like a floater on the GT bosses team in the future, right? All right, so we lowered Goku's defense, which is going to activate the Shadow Dragons passive. 3 million. Okay. So they get 70% attack and defense at the start of turn. They get another 70% attack and defense on super attack. Then they get 4 key if the enemy is an attack down or a defensive down status. That's why I had Vegeta super attack first to put the defensive down on Goku. And then they also give GT boss category allies 3 key and 30% attack and defense, right? Then on their 18 key, they lower attack and defense and have a medium chance of stunning. Now, the thing about them is that their link set is super, super good. Like, free LRs, a lot of times, don't really walk out of here with link sets this good, right? Again, they've got Brutal Beatdown, Nightmare, Fear and Faith, GT, Shadow Dragon, Big Bad Bosses, Legendary Power. You're going to be able to activate that with, like, all of the major units on the GT Bosses category and in the Shadow Dragon Saga team. So that's going to be really good, right? I do think we're probably going to get a GT Bosses Summonable LR in Part 2. It is very, very hard to guess what it will be, right? All I know is that it's going to be GT bosses. I'm leaning away from Baby. I don't think it'll be Baby, just because I think Baby is going to be up for a Dokkan Festival exclusive next, and this LR in Part 2 is not going to be a Dokkan Fest exclusive LR, right? So I'm thinking we're probably going to see either a Super 17 or an Omega Shenron LR. They easily could do a standalone Omega Shenron LR. All right, does Nova have Fear and Faith? He does not, unfortunately. All right, so we have GT and, what is that, Shadow Dragons active. We only have 2 links with Nova. Okay. Oh. Okay. Oh my god, dude. When we have him linked up with Omega, his defense is going to be like... This unit is really goddamn good. Holy shit. Okay. So he's at 164k defense, right? But keep in mind, half of his defense he gets on super attack. So this is not his full defense whatsoever right here. Wow. All right. I think Nova does lower defense on super as well. So let's have Nova super attack first right there. That will go ahead and activate their full passive. Notice how easy it is to get ki. That's because Vegeta, I've been sucking Vegeta and Goku off relentlessly the past couple of days for this exact reason. Vegeta doesn't interact that great with this LR Shadow Dragons. All they have is GT. But Vegeta Rainbow Orb changing is amazing with them. That's why, like, you know, like running a lot of these sort of like hybrid sort of teams where, you know, we kind of have a bunch of grade 8 power units on here, and then we also have a bunch of the Shadow Dragons, is going to work well with Vegeta around. Oh, no, he doesn't lower defense. Okay, never mind. All right, so we don't have their full passive right here. What attack set did they get without their full passive? Well, higher. Okay, they're at 4 million, but that was without their additional 70% attack and defense on super. No, we do have that, but we didn't have the 4 ki. Well, no, it's only 4 ki. Okay. I'm getting confused. My bad. I'm stupid. Don't worry. Don't mind me. Yeah, 70% attack and defense start of turn, 70% attack and defense on super, and then they just get 4 extra ki with enemy and attack down and defensive down. And then they are giving GT bosses 3 ki and 30% attack and defense. One really good thing about that is that they did decide to give every single Shadow Dragon GT bosses. That would have been really bad if they didn't do it. I've looked through the GT bosses category extensively now. The one unit I feel that was left off that's very stupid, very dumb, very asinine, and really should be on there is Hellfighter 17. Because Hellfighter 17 is literally mind-controlling Trenchcoat 17, and then they fuse and become Super 17. Like, Super 17 is still sort of Hellfighter 17, right? Like, he should be on GT bosses. I think I can buy the justification for Trenchcoat 17 not being on there, and then, like, baby-controlled Gohan, Goten, Trunks, Videl, those type of characters also not being on there, right? That does make sense, because they all are mind-controlled. But Hellfighter 17 should be on there. Alright, so this is going to be our best looking turn, besides when we use the active skill. So, wow. This is a free LR. They're very good. He's at 200k defense, and again, he's only got half of his defense active right here. We don't have Nightmare and Legendary Power active, so we have 5 out of 7, including Shadow Dragon, which is what, 20% attack and defense, GT, 2 ki, 10% attack and defense, and Big Bad Bosses, 25% attack and defense. This, dude, they are setting us up for LR Omega Shenron. Like, how can you look at this and come to any other conclusion? Like, this LR Shadow Dragons is going to be like an LR Omega Shenron. Like, if we got, so my idea was an LR Sin Shenron that would transform into Omega, right? That could be like a Dokkan Fest LR. If they did that idea, this rotation right here of STR Omega buffing full power, LR Shadow Dragons, and then the theoretical transforming Sin to Omega right there, you put him in the middle, he'd have like every link active, he'd be getting support from both of these units. It would be just a ridiculous rotation. Okay. So, God Goku has his defense debuffed, which means this is a 24 ki super attack. We're going to get this 4 ki as soon as they attack because God Goku is debuffed. So let's go ahead and see what they do right here. Again, this is, they have almost every link active except for Nightmare and Legendary Power. They are not getting the support type buff from Omega, remember, because they are not on the full power category because they're not Omega Shenron. It's just Sin Shenron as part of the card. All right, so let's see. Their attack set, wow, 5.6. They're giving the rotation 30% attack and defense and 3 ki. I am stunned at how good this unit is. Because this unit, I'm looking at it and I'm thinking their primary focus is as a support type unit. This is a free, like, you look at these numbers and say, oh, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta could beat that. Videl could beat that. Yeah, but those are summonable units, right? This is just, this is a free unit, dude. Okay, man, the only thing though is we're looking at these numbers and we're going crazy. Oh, they're so good, but like, it is gonna take like a full year from when they come out before you can rainbow them. So like, Okay. So all the new Battlefield LRs for me, it's taken me a full year to rainbow them, right? Like I rainbowed LR U in like May of 2020 or something like that. I rainbowed Bobbity and Deborah, I think at the start of April this month, so like a full year later. So like I'm not expecting to rainbow this LR Shadow Dragons legitimately until like 2022. So that's the only issue, is we're looking at how crazy they are. Hopefully they would just put them. Okay, we have their active skill. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna let a couple of rotations play out first before I pop their active skill. What are we looking at here? 170k defense. So this is what they're gonna do with no support, by the way. Keep in mind we do have Fear and Faith active, which is lowering whatchamacallit, Goku's defense passively, right? That's the one good thing about the Fear and Faith link for characters like the LR Shadow Dragons, is that it's activating that extra key for them just by them like being on rotation with another Omega Shenron or Sin Shenron, because all the Sins and Omega Shenrons all have Fear and Faith. Now we are able to use our active skill again. I'm gonna wait until we get the Tech Nova Shenron back on rotation before we pop the active skill. That's it. 74k. That's it. Dude, they're so good. Their active skill sucks really bad, by the way. Because wait, no, I'm stupid. It doesn't give an attack buff. I'm all over the place. I just woke up. We're just gonna do the active skill and then finish up. Yeah, because it gives them 7 ki, and then it just debuffs the enemy. I was thinking that it was Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta's in my head, that it buffs them as well, but all it does is give them ki. But the problem with this active skill specifically, this LR Shadow Dragon's active skill right here, is actually we could take a lot of damage on this turn, I think. Here, let me do this. I shouldn't have put Gogeta in slot 1, but we'll be okay with like Nova and Oceanus like this. So in order to use the LR Shadow Dragon's active skill, you have to go 7 turns from the start of battle in order to use your active skill. The problem with that is that the main focus of what it does is it's debuffing the enemy by 30% attack and defense, and then they give themselves 7 ki. You're only going to see this in like Infinite Dragon Ball History, Legendary Goku event, one of these type of events, but enemies cannot be debuffed. I'm looking at this. GT Legendary Goku event, you have to be able to attack debuff him or something. Because like, why? Like, they created this active skill that is literally worthless. It actually is. There's no place in the game where it's good. Like, that's not an exaggeration. That's not, oh, it's not good for you because you're a whale and blah, 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 blah. There's no event in the game where it is good. It's not good anywhere. Like, the Vegeta family stage of Infinite Dragon Ball History is it. That's the only stage in the game where, like, you're actually going to be able to get some sort of great ability from it, right? So that, I mean, the GT Legendary Goku event, he must be able to have his attack lowered, because that would make sense. So here's this animation. The other thing, too, that's really annoying is that they give us these absolutely incredible animations. Like, this is cool, right? But, like, we don't get to see this, like, ever. 7 turns. Thanks. Bam! Oh, squad! And then there they get their 7 ki. All right. We'll do this one attack and then we'll finish up. Yeah, 170k defense. Very good. I am incredibly impressed with this LR Shadow Dragons. Honestly, this LR Shadow Dragons shows that Dokkan, they can choose to buff any category they want to at any given time in a very major way. Because the GT bosses, this is a huge, massive buff for the GT bosses category team, right? Like, just getting this unit that's supporting the whole team is bringing out the full potential of, like, any Omega Shenron or Sin Shenron card. This LR Shadow Dragons is very, very good. So, let me know what you guys think of them. But again, them being just a free Battlefield LR is really good. Oh, also, they did mention in the news that you are going to be able to, there's increased, like, drop rates for the Battlefield gems now. Like, you're going to be able to get more per run with this next Battlefield reset on JP. So that's going to be really, really good. So, again, all in all, I think this unit is incredible. The only thing I would change about, I'm totally cool with the entire way their kit is designed, except for the active skill condition. I think if it was just turn 4 instead, that would have sufficed. I mean, obviously they did turn 7 for all 7 of the dragons, but like, that's stupid. You just made it so we can never use it. If it was turn 4, it would be a lot better. But that's my only complaint about this unit. I think the design is beautiful. They lower attack on 12 and 18 key super, which is good for a lot of events. They stun on 18 key. They're just overall very, very good. So thanks guys for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.